Damn. No matter how this movie goes, I'm never watching it again. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Hello. Movies and TV, that's what we do here, and today we are talking about a movie. Movie and TV is what we do here, like I always say, and that movie is Antlers. Antlers is directed and co-written by Scott Cooper. It is produced by Guillermo del Toro, and it is a movie that's been delayed a bunch. So what's it about and who else is involved? Well, Scott Cooper, first off, directed films like Crazy Heart and Out of the Furnace. Two movies I thought were actually pretty fantastic, as well as Black Mass. This is a new film, and essentially, what's the film about? Well, Jeremy T. Thomas plays a young boy by the name of Lucas, a 12-year-old boy who is a 12-year-old boy who essentially, sorry about that, who essentially his younger brother and father are seemingly sick with some kind of strange virus. He needs to keep feeding them. His father seems to be cooking meth when a strange creature attacks him and seems to infect him as well as the little brother. And the dad and little brother are developing a very, very frightening diet for human flesh. This is noticed by a cop named Paul Meadows, played by Jesse Plemons, as well as his sister, who just happens to be Lucas's teacher, Julia Meadows, played by Carrie Russell in a terrific performance. She begins to suspect very accurately that, along with all this other stuff, that Lucas is very likely being abused. The reason she knows this is because her father abused her and her brother. And she attempts to... her kind of maternal instincts kick in, and she wants to help her young, troubled student, but then they soon begin to discover that the cannibalistic transformation the boy's father and brother are making might be a horrifying myth outside of Native American mythology that is turning them into literal monsters, basically. Here's what I'm going to say to you guys. In the cold open, you guys will probably expect me to give this a negative review. Give Antlers a negative review. Most critics have been. Most audiences have been. You'd be wrong. Antlers, to me, is a movie that I call a Revenant movie. And the reason when I call Revenant movies are movies or Requiem for a Dream movies, which are movies that I admire, that I recommend, that I think are incredibly well acted, and well directed, and well written, that I never want to put myself through again because that are one and done. Because they are oppressively bleak. That's one thing you need to know about Antlers, is not only is it gruesome, it's bleak. It is aggressively... It is one of the most hopeless movies I've seen all year. But at the same time, game recognizes game. I thought that the script was fantastic. I actually am in the minority. I really did genuinely like this movie a lot. I thought the acting across the board, young Jeremy T. Thomas was phenomenal as Lucas. Carrie Russell was absolutely terrific. Jesse Plemons is absolutely terrific. Especially as the film went along. Character actor Graham Greene was quite good in his couple of scenes as a local Native American gentleman who kind of helps them learn the mythology of this creature. Across the board, this is really good, and I was alone in this theater, which was sad, because I really was taken with this film. I was really taken with the mythology of it. I thought that it was very interesting how the boy interacts with the father, how a lot of it... Basically, the monster movie idea is basically, like I kind of alluded to, is an allegory for child abuse, as well as environmental stuff, the opioid crisis, all sorts of different things. Treatment of Native Americans by people within the same society, all that kind of stuff. But it's done in a way that still is scary and understands its characters. This really reminded me of movies like It Comes at Night. in the sense of it's really more about, I mean, you see a lot in this movie, it's a lot, but you also don't see a lot, and it's gruesome, but it's also emotionally taxing. That being said, it's not a Halloween movie. It is not a kind of date movie you should go see for Halloween. I would even say Last Night in Soho, despite having bleak elements, is probably a more hopeful entry to go see. But if there's one problem I really have with the Antlers is that, especially in the third act, it's weirdly a similar problem I have with Paranormal Activity 7 Next of Kin, which is some characters get dumber than they need to be so that horror things can happen. However, this was a better movie, so therefore I kind of was okay with it. But especially this film's ending and climax is so bleak and so depressing. Like, I can't even... Well, no good movie's ever truly depressing. But my point I'm trying to make is it's not an easy watch. So, but it is not long. It's only about an hour and 40 minutes. It's not too bad. So, I'm wavering here between... You know what? Screw it. Yep, you see it. It affected... Look, before I do it, I have to justify it. Any movie that makes me walk out feeling that rattled deserves this. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars for Antlers. I'm sorry, I have to. I can't... This movie shook me, and I'll never watch it again. But I'm really glad I saw it once, just because it really is an interesting story. It's based on a short story called The Quiet Boy. I kind of want to read that short story now. But, all that being said, let's close the book on it. Let's just give it its due. 5 out of 5 stars for Antlers. Okay. In case you're wondering, it was a text from my dad. That I cannot answer. Its phone's on silent for a reason. Alright. Trailer trash. Let's go. Because I did see it in a theater, so there was trailer trash. Also, Disney did this movie dirty, too. This is another Fox carryover. They've been promoting this movie since Ready or Not, so there you go. Which was 2019, so it's been on the shelf. Okay, trailer trash. Let's talk about the trailer trash. This was the one I had not even heard of. The Devil's Light. This looked kind of interesting, but I've seen it all before. But who knows? The Black Phone, talked about it, looks really good. The Batman, cannot wait. I'm excited. Scream, cannot wait. I'm excited. Talked about it a bunch now. Eternals, seen it Thursday. I'm getting sick of the trailer though. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, looks kind of like shit. We talked about it yesterday. I hope it isn't, but it looks like it. Nightmare Alley, looking forward to it. Guillermo del Toro's new movie, looks really good. The Red Band trailer for The Kingsman. Yeah, again, I'm getting sick of the trailer already, but it does look good. Was there shawarma? No, there really wasn't. I mean, they did some cool little design stuff at the beginning, but there was no scene, or sequences, really. Alright, so, we'll be back later tonight. Yes, we still have one more review for today, for Army of Thieves. Looking forward to checking that out. Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking A Mouthful of Air. Sunday, I'm seeing Dune again. I probably won't do a video, though. Eternals, we're going to talk about. We're going to get that SNL review with Jason Sudeikis, that very belated review. And, we are also going to hopefully be talking about Spencer and Finch. And then I'll be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. See it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give me the bell. I don't know what that does, but that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, including the ongoing 31 Movies of Halloween, which is almost over. You can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Some of you already have. Even if you haven't done any of that stuff, though, I want you to know, take care of yourself, love yourself, take care of your mental health. You are loved, respected, and cared for. Never, ever forget that. Yeah. Everyone is loved, and therefore, anyone who is loved has worth, and meaning everyone has worth. So don't lose faith. And thank you all. Take care. See you later. Bye.